Hi, my name is Kathy Millett and I'm the founder of I'm Enough. I'm Enough formed probably about 2.5 years ago as an outcome of a real concern that I was seeing in my daily life as director of a digital marketing agency. Naturally, I was exposed to so much, but also parents who were approaching me. And the more I heard, and the more I listened, and the more I saw, and the more I was exposed to the stats around digital addiction, digital anxiety, and the mental health implications around the lack of I heart moments that our youth are facing, the more I believed that we needed to do something. And so it's well documented that I'm Enough was formed at the end of 2018, moving into 2019. But I have to say that I didn't realize quite how large that elephant was going to be that I was going to have to work with. And I was incredibly proud of the moment that Sonia decided to come alongside me as the CEO of the I'm Enough. And I want to say a special thank you to Sonia for the support both at a friendship level and at a governance level that she's provided I'm Enough over this last year. Our first task was to create a board of trustees, and so we called on some real key people within our community who have come on board, and they're on our board to give us governance and guidance as we forge ahead with this charity that is in its infancy. I want to thank those people on the board for their time and their care and their attention to the work that we do. Moving beyond that, we needed to move into a point where our charity was accepted by the New Zealand Charitable Association. And so we've gone through that process and we've been given that tick of approval. And that was a lot of red tape that we needed to move through, but rightly so, because it actually shows that we are a solid foundation with good processes and supporting infrastructures so that we are sustainable moving into the period ahead. We attended numerous networking meetings and have been encouraged to join those, and I want to thank 3 in particular: Jane Albiston of the Pod Network, Carolyn Banks of Venus, and BNI, who have invited us into those networks and in certain situations provided us with a free seat in those networks to collaborate with people and businesses and reach a wider audience. So I'd like to thank those network organisations for that. We've attended events, a Company of Women Airborne One Staff Seminar, but more than that, through some of those events we've been open to and exposed to opportunities to further promote I'm Enough. And we were approached by Juno KiwiSaver to be a partner to them in their mental health week, which was awesome. Obviously, right at the beginning of the year, we launched the I'm Enough charity at the social media conference, and I have been blown away, and I'd like to thank Juanita Ferry for that, but blown away at the support that has come out of that conference to us. Juno KiwiSaver actually was a result of that conference, but the opportunities for speaking engagements, the opportunities for collaboration, the opportunities of really reaching people and touching their heart and them then volunteering their services to us has been absolutely humbling. We continue to promote I'm Enough through our website. We continue to promote I'm Enough through our social media. And I think at this point in time, I'd like to thank all those people that have provided us with content for that. We've looked at Mandy Beverly, Barry Arcatel, Dr. Fran Bryn, Sanjay Governed, who's a local GP in Auckland, Mona Ponan, who's given from her heart as to what goes for what. And I know I'm missing out names, so if I've not named you particularly, a thank you to everyone that has donated their time in terms of content or video content. Our youth ambassadors who are understanding the pressure that some of our young people are facing, and again, I'm not going to say all our young people, but some of our young people, I want to thank those ambassadors for their videos. Andre, Matthew, Ben, You've all been phenomenal in terms of coming to the party, stepping up and performing and doing those videos. We've promoted and liaised with so many organisations. Obviously, we needed to do a lot with the IRD. We worked with the Charities Commission through our registration process, and we're now working on our curriculum development program to start developing our curriculum and releasing of a 12-week packaged curriculum into our schools. So again, all of that has been volunteers, and thank you to all of those people that are involved with that. Behind the scenes, if we look back internally, setting up the foundation of a new business is always important, and a charity is no different. So there's been a lot of processes, our administration processes, our health and safety processes and systems, our office environment, our databases, our policies and our guideline manuals, and all of those have been in the process of being performed this year. We've undertaken various talks. The first talk was the social media conference at the beginning of the year, and again that blew me away in terms of what came out of that for the I'm Enough Trust and the opportunities that have since evolved because of that conversation. And I know that I reached so many people on that because of the tears in the room and because of the feedback that we got after the social media conference. And again, thank you to Juanita for allowing me to speak to I'm Enough at that conference. And again, I'm looking at my notes. We've talked to various places. We've obviously talked at the social media conference. We've talked to community groups. We've been at churches. We've talked to businesses, and we've talked at networking groups. But beyond all of those networking groups, we've also been invited to other groups like Lion, Zonta, that we've had opportunities to share the I'm Enough message at those environments. We've advocated and we've supported young people in real situations at their schools. We've had social media groups taken down where social media groups have been identified as bullying children. So we've had some real successes in terms of young people in the counselling they need, schools becoming aware of certain situations that they were not aware of, Facebook groups being removed. And so we've advocated for some young people over this last year. And again, back to, Sonia. Sonia has come on board and she has provided that strategic leadership. She's provided shared knowledge. She's provided the skills that she's doing from her Masters in Advanced Leadership Studies, and obviously her experience in the Varieties Children Fund internship that she was part of. So we are at the end of the year. As we look back, we've done a lot. As we look forward, we realise there is still so much to do. Our business supporters, we couldn't have done this without you. Our professional supporters, you are invaluable to us being able to share the knowledge that you have and relate it into the digital space and communicate that out to a group of people that really, really need it. My instinct, and looking at the statistics out there, says that we haven't seen the end of the climb of related mental health issues that are coming out of the digital space. But our purpose and our focus is still to do something that will target that and to improve the situation for so many of our young people. If you do have any questions, please reach out to us. My name's Kathy Millett of I'm Enough, and Sonia is also available. And I'd like to end this off at the end of 2019 with a thank you to anyone that I haven't mentioned, to anyone that we've touched base with, to anyone that has provided services, to anyone that's planning donated activities and donation fundraising activities for us into 2020. I'd like to thank you for the bottom of my heart, because your feedback to us as we've shared our drive and our determination with you is what has made it easier for us to take that next step and to keep going and to keep on attempting to make the difference and choosing to make a difference in our communities. I'd like to wish you Merry Christmas. I'd like to again thank you everyone for all that you've done, and I look forward to catching up with you all next year. That's Kathy Millett signing out for 2019.